This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Rightly when asked about the Jets being bad a while back. Exactly. That's the way it should be. You should respect all your opponents. They're all pro teams. Now, just because you're better, you need to go out there and play like it. Look at the Cowboys, dude. They almost beat the Steelers. And we know that right now the Cowboys aren't half the team the Steelers are right now, but the Steelers went in. They took the Cowboys a little lightly, and those guys are pros too. They earn checks too, and they got contracts that are going to expire. They got a year left on their deal. They're playing for another contract for somebody else. It's a lot of stuff on the line for people. GP Trap says, Big O had some Chick-fil-A for lunch up here in Broward. There you go. Nice job by you. Can't wait till we get the new ones in Dade.
I'm just wondering if you planted the seed, if they were listening earlier. You were the one that, hey, man, let's go to Chick-fil-A.
Well, GP Trap.
It's all on you.
GP Trap normally listens to both shows now. So, yes.
You're the seed planner on that one?
I would, well, I don't know about seed planner because, it is Chick-fil-A. Most everybody knows about
Man, I haven't
tasty little chickens.
You were really excited. This was the first thing you said when we got together. Hey, man, there's 7 new Chick-fil-A's on the way in Dade.
Damn right. I love me some Chick-fil-A. George says, honestly, the early 80s into Marino's rookie year was the last time I can trust the Dolphins. I trust them now, too, Big O. You should. You should. Like I told you, Shula was the last guy we can trust. Everybody else, they never really got to that point. Jimmy tried to tell us we were going to be special, but he could never get there. Flipside Fishing says, last time we went with Lamar Smith and Crappy Fiedler, right? We have a balanced team this year. I don't want to try. I'm not doing the Crappy Fiedler thing. I got a little love for Jay.
Hold on, man. I know this.
I like Jay, man.
Those 2 years, man. There's only one quarterback that won more games as a starting quarterback in the league, and that was John Elway, and that was during their Super Bowl runs.
Yeah.
He won 23. Fiedler won 22 those 2 years.
Yeah.
Don't knock the guy too hard.
I like Fiedler, man. I know he was limited. I know he's not a superstar quarterback, but he was tough as nails. He sucked it up for his team. He was a leader. He was respected in that clubhouse or in that locker room. I'm sorry to use the baseball term in that locker room. I know because I covered the team. I'm not the guy, man. I can't be a Fiedler hater. I can't.
Let me just say something.
I just covered him personally, and I just had a lot of respect for the way he sold out for his teammates, man. For like 4 or 5 weeks, he had a screwed up hand where he had to hand off with the opposite hand, and it made the whole process a challenge for him. But yet that guy never complained. He just sucked it up. He was a player, man. I got love for Jay Fiedler, man. I really do.
Don't look out the window too long because it's so bright outside that, like, when you come back here and you go to look at the board or anything, man, your visuals are gone.
Ohio John says, Big O, let's thank the Texans for helping the Dolphins out in 3 ways. The Tunsil trade, losing their games, and sending Hopkins to Arizona to make that play on the Bills. That's a good point. I like that, Ohio John. I like that. That's a good one, man. 786-322-1105 if you want to get in on our text line. That's 786-322-1105. Steve D'Onofrio Jr. says, even after winning 5 in a row, winning games against good teams, most of the media still bash the Finns. They don't watch the games. We deserve respect. Steve, at this point, my brother, whoever's bashing the Finns is freaking clueless, bro. Like, absolutely clueless right now. You know what I would say to you, Steve? If you read somebody that's bashing the Dolphins now, don't ever read them again. Seriously. Like, if you're going to have that lack of IQ, you're obviously a lot smarter than they are, Steve. So there's no reason for you. Find people that actually can give you logical takes on the Dolphins.
You know what this might be, O?
I'm not saying it's me or anything. I'm just saying find other people, because right now whoever is slamming the Dolphins, bro, that's just a terrible look.
They may be looking at the tea leaves, and they've gotten so used to it. This is their last chance to be bashing us because what's coming down this is it.
Right.
This is our lowest point.
Yeah.
From here on out, it only goes up. So, like that last hit, the last dig, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why you would do that, because then you're just doing stuff to just do it, which makes no sense. Dan Horsley says, huge credit to Coach Flo for his vision. It is coming to fruition. Also, have to give the proper credit to GM Greer and his department for finding the talent, pieces fitting and working. Exactly, sir. But remember, okay, what has changed here with the Dolphins? It's a matter that you actually did stuff that made philosophical sense, okay? Because you played human Jenga every year, and you would keep the GM and then add this coach, and then you would fire the GM and then you'd hire another GM and he'd inherit this coach, or you'd fire the coach but you had the GM in place, but you kept the defensive coordinator, so then you hired another coach and he has to inherit the defensive coordinator. And it just became a mess. And then the owner, the new owner, in Stephen Ross, the last, 12, 13 years, whatever he's been owner, he then started to think that he's Mr. Football Guy, and he was part of the coaching search in the process. And so he's the guy that liked Philbin, and he's the guy that also extended Philbin after a meaningless win. He's the guy that liked Adam Gase. He's the guy that fell in love with Ndamukong Suh at a Detroit Red Wings game. And so now the guy that used to fall in love with coaches and players is no longer making any more football decisions. And the human Jenga, that system is gone. What they did was they said, Chris Greer, we're giving you the job and we're getting out of the way. And so for the first time, he actually did what I've been talking about forever. One, I said to hire Chris Greer, but two, most importantly, I said hire a GM and get the hell out of the way. And let that general manager hire his people. Do you know why? Because if that general manager gets to hire his people, it's people that he knows, people that he's going to be comfortable with, people that he has confidence in, right? I'm kind of doing the same thing at Onside Radio. A lot of the people that I've brought in, not everybody, but almost everybody, I've kind of known already, really know well or kind of known or know their reputations or whatever, and I'm trying to surround this company with as many good human beings as possible, people that want to work hard. No, I don't want any lazy people in this place. And so that's what you do. You build it with the people. So now Chris Greer gets to hire the coach he's known for 15 years in Flo. And now Flo gets to hire his offensive coordinator, his defensive coordinator, his special teams coach. He gets to decide who he wants and who he doesn't. Not the general manager, Flo. And then he wanted to solidify his personnel department. So does he go along with everybody that's there? No. But he probably kept some people that he liked, and he went and hired guys like Marvin Allen, guys like Reggie McKenzie to help him out. And so now all of a sudden, the coach and the general manager think alike. Well, that's because they're friends already. They know each other. They had a conversation. They talk philosophy. They felt they believe in a lot of the same things. It's working out. Flo hired his staff. He didn't like all of his staff last year. He made some changes. But it's gotten better and better. But he gets to bring in his people. And that's the difference. We never did that for 20-plus years. We never allowed synergy to take place. We were forcing stuff together. And that doesn't work. It's hard enough to do this. It's even harder if you're forcing the issue. So to me, that's the important part out of all of this.
Do you remember when we got rid of our defensive coordinator from last year, man, where people were at? What do we do? Why is he doing that? Remember that?
Yeah.
You look at what we're doing now.
He got rid of the offensive coordinator too.
Yeah, well, yeah. But the biggest.
Got rid of his offensive line coach last year, remember?
Yes.
Like right in the middle of the season, yes. Right before the season started, the first week or something like that. That's how it goes, man. But he gets to do what he wants, so he's comfortable. You don't force him to inherit something or take this coach or inherit this guy. No, we really like this coach. So you got to take him.
Everybody's on the same page, the same philosophical similarity. They're like, it's like the Heat. Like we know, if you're coming from the G League, you're going to step in the NBA level, and it's the same thing.
Yep.